Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at, the all-out struggle Super Battle Red stage and how you can beat it with no items. And we're going to be using a Future Gohan theme team. And the reason being is, well, firstly, Strength Future Gohan, great unit with a fantastic lead of 200%, super duper helpful, and makes him very, very strong for the Future Saga category. So it gives us lots of health, lots of stats, and just generally good performance. But also we have enough Future Gohans and enough variants of Future Gohan to kind of make the team work. We get a little bit unlucky with our 2 starting rotations, which makes actually the stage just take longer. But yeah, you have obviously in transforming Gohans, great to kind of flesh out between both the strength LR Gohans. You then also have the AGL Future Gohan and Trunks, who's a great unit to also pair up between all of them. That lets us then float the Tech Super Saiyan Gohan, as well as also the World Tournament Super Saiyan Gohan. And all of them are more than perfectly fine. So we have here the Strength LR, obviously great. Not really going to have time to use his active skill or anything like that, but still a fantastic unit who does lots of damage and is pretty strong defensively. He's strong enough to be 4 super defensively, especially in the first couple turns for SBR with the way his passive works, and he has that additional damage reduction. But it's really after super where he's a absolute menace when it comes to his defensive performance. Alongside that, we have the Int Gohan. Int Gohan obviously great after his EZA, 50% support for the Bond of Master and the Signport category, which is awesome. Is really going to help out the rest of our rotations, and he himself is super duper tanky, especially below the health threshold, and when he transforms he also does great damage and again is pretty tanky, so really nice unit to have. Obviously trying to push him to the other rotation, you want to pair him up with one of the Strength LR Gohans quite early on. Then the other LR in our team is the LR AGL Trunks and Gohan. A great unit as well, really solid, really good after they get off a couple super attacks. They get that additional damage reduction with each super attack, which is super helpful. And of course they generate orbs, which is really helpful, and they just mesh well with the rest of the team. Lots of good links, lots of good everything kind of coming together, which is really awesome. So alongside that, or at least in terms of that, we're pretty much set and ready to go, so everything's functioning good from that standpoint. I do think, of course, you want to push them alongside a Strength LR Gohan, really just kind of get some good links going and have the 2 of them mesh up really well and just cater to each other incredibly well as well. Now, the floating Gohans are all Super Saiyan. We've got 3 of them. We've got the physical one, we've got the tech one, we've got the int one. Now, the physical one is pretty good. Obviously, he gains damage reduction per turn, which is really awesome, making him quite tanky, and also has extra stats when a rotation has a Trunks and Gohan in it, or just a Trunks. We don't obviously have a Trunks in both rotations, but he'll be more than fine in the rotation with the AGL. LR Gohan and Trunks, as that'll trigger his passive, but we're not too concerned about that because he's more than fine either way as just a floater. Then we have the Int Future Gohan, the World Tournament unit. Gains a lot of additional defense when he's facing Android units, which is helpful for the second stage. Not so much in general, but he's more than fine. He's okay defensively. He's not going to blow anyone's mind, but he's pretty solid across the board when it comes to his overall performance. Then, of course, we have the Tech Future Gohan. Basically just a really solid unit, can stack his attacks super duper fast, and really is quite powerful depending on how much health he has remaining. So he's just a good solid flexy unit to have floating around, can do some good damage, and generally is just a bit of a menace. Of course, I think for me, if we take a look at like the general understanding of the team, you want to have Strength Gohan in either rotation, then you're going to pair him up with the other LR or with the Int transforming Gohan, and then you're pretty good. Basically, you're really, really, really solid, and you can kind of just look at floating the rest. So a really synergistic team. Obviously, the second stage works great for them because they're facing androids, but once you're set up like this, once you actually have the setup, and once you have Int Gohan and all that set up, the other units do great. Obviously, without links and everything, it does affect them. But once you can get 18 keys and stuff like that with Strength Future Gohan, he'll do some good damage from the base turn anyway. So yeah, just realistically a great unit. And he carries the load, of course, quite heavily for this team. But yeah, with that being said, honestly, just a good team, good solid performance. Really happy with everything that they do overall. And I think for me, just a very strong team that does quite well. I was very happy with the overall team functionality. I think they ran very well together. I think everything they did worked well together. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I think, when you look at the whole team and its synergy and the way it flexed together, and I think it all works quite well. A really fun team as well. I love Future Gohan, so running him as a whole team is great. What we are lacking is things like debuffing and stuns, but because of a lot of them having really strong after defense or after super defense and doing decent damage, there's not too much that we're missing out on. But yeah, that's it from me. It was a really fun team to run and made it a really easy stage. So that's basically going to be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and let me know if you have any other questions or if you need help. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.